Welcome to another Compassion Works for All Kids video. And on a beautiful spring day, we are out here looking at clouds. And I wonder if you spend any time outside looking at clouds. I know a lot of times you might like to look at clouds and see what kind of animals they look like and how they move across the sky. And maybe if you've been in an airplane, sometimes you've flown up above the clouds and looked down at them and noticed that it looks like you could almost get out of the airplane and walk on the clouds. Have you ever thought how vast those clouds are, how big they are, and however you might perceive them, that they really aren't solid and you can't walk on them? It's just an illusion that makes you think that something is the way it might appear to be, but it is certainly not, because you know well that if you tried to walk on those clouds, you would go right through them and come tumbling back down to earth. Because clouds are made up of water vapor in the air that floats through the air, just making their own movements, their own shapes, their own dynamics. And if you didn't see things like clouds, or see the trees move from the air blowing, or feel wind against your skin, it would be hard to know that there is such a thing as air. Because we don't see it, we don't taste it, we don't smell it. All we do is feel it when it moves. But we know it's there. And we also know, because we study it in our science class in school, that this sky that we're looking at, this blue sky that looks like it makes a nice little cover over our planet, goes on and on and on into space, that we could travel for thousands of years and still not come to the end. It just looks like blue sky above us, but it's truly vast space that goes on, and in that space, even though we can't see it, are other suns that are stars and planets and moons and meteors traveling through the sky. So much is up there that we can barely comprehend it all. When you consider such vast things like space and sky and clouds, and where did all this universe come from? Where did our planet come from? Where did we come from? And where do we go? Those are very big questions. And it's very good to consider how to find your answers by studying science, by meditating on air touching your skin and clouds that you see, and in space that never seems to begin or end. Those are very good things to meditate on. If you go to a church or a synagogue or a temple, there might be teachings on vast space and a universe. Did it begin or end? When? How? And where did you begin and end, or maybe not? Meditate on your questions. Think about them. Get information about them. And yet feel in your heart, are there answers there that tell you wisdom about this great universe that we share? Lay in the grass and ponder the clouds. Meditate on them coming and going and forming and dancing and dissolving away. Are they a teacher about life? Thank you for watching all of our Compassion Works for All videos. Learn all the answers that you have questions to as much as possible, and then rest in knowing we will never know some of the answers.